In this video, you will learn how to multiply using the distributive property. But what does distribute mean? To distribute is to give a share of something to each member of a group. For example, if you want to share pizza with your friends, you would distribute a slice to each of your friends. In mathematics, the distributive property is the process of sharing a term by multiplication to each member or term that's inside the parentheses. For example, A should be distributed to each term inside the parentheses by multiplication. I will add arrows to show distribution. In the first expression, B and C were added inside the parentheses, so we add our results. In the second expression, they were subtracted, so we subtract our results. In this first example, 8 should be distributed to 1 and 5k. Then we'll add those products since we have addition inside the parentheses. 8 times 1 plus 8 times 5k. Now simplify. 8 times 1 is 8, and 8 times 5k is 40k. So the simplified expression is 8 plus 40k. Since 8 and 40k are not like terms, they cannot be combined, so the expression is simplified. In this second example, 10 should be distributed to 7c and 3. We'll use subtraction since it's 7c minus 3 inside the parentheses. 10 times 7c minus 10 times 3. Now simplify. 10 times 7c is 70c, and 10 times 3 is 30. The simplified expression is therefore 70c minus 30. We can also distribute from the right-hand side, not just from the left. Here, the negative 2 should be distributed to the negative 5 and c. This example is set up like the previous example, but in reverse order, where the parentheses come first. We have addition inside the parentheses, so we'll add after we distribute. Negative 2 times negative 5 plus negative 2 times c. Now simplify. Negative 2 times negative 5 is positive 10, and negative 2 times c is negative 2c. We can simplify this by writing addition of negative 2c as subtraction, so the simplified answer is 10 minus 2c. In this final example, negative 4.2 should be distributed to negative 2k and 1.5. The math operation between the terms in the parentheses is subtraction, so this should remain between the terms after multiplication. Negative 4.2 times negative 2k minus negative 4.2 times 1.5. Now simplify. Negative 4.2 times negative 2k is positive 8.4k, and negative 4.2 times 1.5 is negative 6.3. We can simplify this by writing subtraction of negative 6.3 as addition, so the simplified answer is 8.4k plus 6.3. Remember, when using the distributive property, multiply each term inside the parentheses by the term outside, and remember to keep the addition or subtraction symbol.